Hello and welcome to the first episode of the free-to-play check. Today I'm taking a look at Skill Special Force 2, a PvP online shooter developed by Dragonfly and published by Gameforge for the European market. The American version by Area Games was shut down at the end of last year, while several versions of the game are still available on the Asian market. The game is a competitive team-based multiplayer shooter with some similarities to Counter-Strike. Its main thing are objective-based gameplays like blasting, arming, disarming a bomb, seizure, stealing an object, or escape on a couple dozen maps. In addition, there's a normal team deathmatch mode and some fun modes like the Hexa League. Also available are a couple of PvE modes versus aliens and zombies, as well as a MOBA mode. On the technical side, Skill is a solid game in regards to graphics and sound, though a little bit dated. You can see a comparison between lows and high settings right now, with the latter adding a couple of extra lighting effects and details which make the game prettier, but the spotting of enemies occasionally harder. Now and then the game suffers from some performance troubles due to its really not perfect optimization, which seem to have gotten worse over time. The anti-cheat software, or rather the hack shield, is pretty basic. In addition, it sometimes prevents normal users from playing or kicks them out of a running game. Because of its free-to-play nature, there are of course a lot of ways to customize your character, either by buying equipment like hats, gloves and similar stuff, or full skins for your character, making you look special. Some of those items can only be bought with the premium currency cash. The game features a lot of different weapons for every playstyle. The normal versions are all available for the in-game currency SP. However, there are a couple of special versions with unique camo and often attachments like a better scope. To get these guns, you have to spend some of your cash on capsules, which then either drop the specific gun or any of the other items featured on the list on the left. The capsule weapons have slightly better stats but don't really affect the balance. There seems however to be a tendency to the reverse, with the last update adding a gun with greatly improved stats to very high price per capsule. While the balance still works and Skill not yet going down the road of pay to win, it has to be said that the developer isn't really listening to community feedback. A lot of fixes, tweaks and features requested and suggested by the players over the last years haven't been implemented. Most updates just contain additional content like maps, weapons and skins. Gameforge also decided to drop the esports leagues due to a lack of competitive players, though maintained the so-called Go for Skill Cup with money prizes as well as sponsoring community organized tournaments. Overall, Skill is a solid free-to-play shooter with a major PvP as well PvE part, fairly balanced and with a nice amount of content without standing out much from the other free-to-play shooters. They so far mostly stayed away from the pay-to-win path, though on the other hand not offering any real reasons to spend money on the game, except for the nice-looking capsule weapons. The VIP or premium system unfortunately doesn't include enough to be more than a nice booster right at the start. For a couple of action-packed matches now and then, however, Skill Special Force 2 is worth a look, especially with its big amount of different game modes. Thank you for checking out my video review. For a written one, just click the link in the description.